I hit 500 subscribers this year, which is an amazing milestone. A few months later, at the time of filming this video, I'm currently sitting above 750 subscribers. And although this doesn't seem like a large number to some, I'm so grateful for each subscriber, each click, each view, and I'm grateful for you, yes, you, for watching this video. In this video, I'd like to share a few things that I've learned in this past year of making content on YouTube and why you should consider it too if you're thinking about it. Hello, lovely people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amira, and on this channel, I talk about mindful productivity, wellness, and small actionable steps we can take to create more balance and find meaning on our current journeys. I feel like prior to posting my first video on this channel, I've always thought for literally the past 5 years, like, hey, I should start this channel. This year, I'm gonna start this channel. It's time to start your channel. But I've always convinced myself otherwise every time, that I didn't have the resources or the time or any interesting things to say. I've always been fond of writing, so I looked into starting a blog because I thought, hey, that would be a little less intimidating, right, than picking up a camera, sitting in front of it, turning it on, and posting those videos on the internet. But it appears something worked out. I got over my fear and I started posting videos on the internet around the same time that I was training to become a certified Pilates instructor. I basically just started off by posting mat Pilates videos that I thought would be helpful. For example, mat Pilates for glute and hamstrings, Pilates for spinal mobility, Pilates for upper back strength, things that I thought would be helpful to the general populace. Now I found that I love creating content about wellness and mindful productivity and self-exploration, just things that I'm learning on my journey throughout my 20s. I'm currently 25, turning 26 towards the end of the year, and I feel like early 20s, she was a little rocky, you know, in college. Although I was very high performing, I've definitely been on a self-exploration journey throughout my 20s, learning what I actually like to do, what my skills are, overcoming certain limiting beliefs, dialing in on my health and wellness. And I can definitely say there's been a huge difference between 20-year-old Amira versus 25-year-old Amira, and hopefully that will continue to progress throughout the latter half of my 20s. So a lot of this channel has been documenting my journey and providing little tips that I find helpful and hopefully might be helpful to someone out there going through something similar. So that's the kind of content that I feel excited every day to create. Throughout this short journey thus far, I've found creating content to be very beneficial in so many ways. So I'm gonna go ahead and share those with you so that if you are ever thinking about, should I make this? Should I post this? Oh, I'm intimidated. What if my friends and family see? Hopefully by me sharing some of these things that I have learned, some of these benefits of creating content on YouTube, you'll be convinced to just go ahead and start. The first way that I benefited from YouTube is in the area of confidence. Posting content online for the world to see has definitely helped build my confidence in real life. Camera confidence is a real skill, a real art form. I find that at the beginning, I was a little bit intimidated by getting on camera, looking into a camera lens, talking for an extended period of time, having to formulate my thoughts in a way that's authentic, that's receivable to an audience, and then post that for an audience to see. I felt like it was a little intimidating at first, but it's definitely a skill that I'm continuing to develop over time. I feel like by developing this camera confidence, I'm able to translate that directly into real life things, for example, job interviews or client interactions. I found that, for example, in my Pilates teaching experience, speaking to a camera, developing that style of public speaking versus speaking to a class of 7 to 12 people, right? That combination has ultimately led to me developing public speaking skills that will serve me in the future. I also feel like as I get more comfortable, you know, being myself on camera, showing different sides of myself, and in that way I'm able to build a sense of connection, a sense of belonging for myself, and convince people that I belong in the room. The second way YouTube has benefited me is by giving me a creative outlet. I now understand why the girlies call themselves content creators. And it's crazy to think about that I myself am a content creator. I found such joy in the creative process from ideating, right? Coming up with different ideas of what I'd like to speak about, what I'm passionate about, to scripting, right? Laying out how my videos are gonna be structured, to actually filming the video, editing the video, different stylistic choices, different background music that I can put into my videos to convey a certain emotion, how I edit my thumbnails, text, colors. Yeah, so I think there are so many parts of this process that because I am thinking about the end product, I have a lot of control in terms of visual appeal, audio appeal, and just ultimately putting all those things together to create something that I'm proud of. So I think long form content in general, YouTube is so fulfilling because you go through this long process just for one video, and at the end you feel so accomplished and so proud of what you've been able to produce. And regardless of the views that a video might get, ultimately, as I kind of step up my game, as I learn more, incrementally feel like I found immense value in that creative process. The third thing that I found immensely valuable and beneficial from YouTube is the ability to connect with others and build a community. I think it's so awesome how certain types of videos can bring like-minded people together, right? So if you're into health and wellness, you're kind of already on that same wavelength, right? So it's nice to interact with people who are into the same things as you. For example, my 2 videos on how I became a Pilates instructor, I got a lot of comments under that video. I got a lot of DMs on Instagram just connecting with different people. So that's been really nice to connect with other instructors or aspiring instructors for sure. And honestly, I just love to see any and all honest, conducive feedback that someone might have for me under a certain video. So I'm hoping to slowly just starting to build and cultivate those interactions with like-minded folks. Also, something I've really enjoyed, my newsletter called Mindful Mondays, where essentially every Monday at around 9 a.m. I slide into your inbox with just things that I've learned through the past week, updates about my life. I get a little bit more vulnerable via that platform than I do here, but I love writing this newsletter every week. I love being able to share what's currently going on in my life, the tips that I've come across that I think might be helpful to you, any reflections or helpful quotes. And I leave little open-ended questions throughout my emails, so I love being able to receive responses from those questions that I've asked. So it's a wonderful part of my weekly routine. So a little shameless plug, if you're interested in receiving some of that written content every week and starting off your week with me, then you can go ahead and see the description for the newsletter link. The fourth benefit I've received from creating content on YouTube is being able to build competency in a variety of skills. I feel like at this point, I'm a jack of all trades, from learning how to edit videos on Final Cut Pro, which was honestly a steep learning curve for me, but nonetheless, I'm doing it, to audio engineering, to copywriting, social media marketing, website design. Although admittedly, I had some help in the web design department, courtesy of my man, but neither here nor there, I still know a thing or two about containers and headers and bins and stuff, but kind of on the fly, I've had to learn a little bit about a lot of things. I found that the skills required to produce and communicate value has been a learning curve, but has been so invaluable. And I look forward to deepening my understanding about all those things as I progress along this journey. The next benefit is the ability to create an income. I'm not monetized yet, but I find that I don't have to be. I was literally so blown away when I realized that you can actually make money on the internet. So as you probably know, if you were here before, I am a Notion girly through and through. 2.5 years ago, I just spent some time to sit my booty down and learn Notion, and it's honestly been such a pivotal part of my life, from planning my whole entire life, to planning my business, to planning my career, to planning my recipes. It's just honestly been such a game changer. So, but that being said, around December through about February of this year, I made 2 Notion packs. I made my Mindful Life Goals Notion packs, which is just a digital goal setting system, has 5 templates: weekly planner, yearly planner, tasks list, an ideal week builder, and a vision board that I have personally used myself, that I continue to use, and so I shared it. In addition, in the process of trying to dial in on my self-care habits, my routines, and my rituals, I created the Mindful Routines and Rituals pack, where I essentially have a little wellness corner. I have my little journaling templates that I use every day. I've gotten immense value from those systems, but I'm also so grateful for the people that have decided to purchase and use those products and found use from it. And I really look forward to creating more things that you can get value from and that improve your life just a little. And lastly, the most exciting thing about creating content on YouTube is the endless possibilities and the potential. Honestly, I am so excited about the future ahead as I continue to create, kind of hone my niche, hone my style, get a little bit more comfortable on camera, sharing more of myself with you all, starting to grow a community, grow an audience. So I'm really looking forward to the potential collaborations with other people, partnerships that are aligned with my values, but also bring value to you as well. I'm so excited to continue to grow with you all as a community, sharing my ups and downs, my learnings along this journey. of self-exploration. So take this as your sign to start your own channel if you're thinking about it. If you're on the fence, I say absolutely do it. Even with having a subscriber count below 1,000, I've still received immense and measurable benefits from the process of creating content on YouTube, the budding community that I'm building, and the creative outlets that I have in turn received as a result of YouTube. With all that being said, if you like this video, then maybe you'd like to see how I manage my life, my work, my budding business, and my content creation on YouTube. So check that video out if you're interested. It'll be in my end screen. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to stay mindful. Bye.